Okay, before moving ahead, let me just tell you what exactly we are going to do today. As you know, this workshop is going to be on generative AI and agentic AI. So we'll discuss how we will be creating our own generative AI application using some LLM and how we can create a agentic AI application. So two projects, small projects will do that you can also add in your resume. You can enhance and add. And before going to the hands-on directly, we will discuss the bits and bytes of generative AI and agentic. Fine. So what is generative AI is for you? Can I get a small one word, two word, or one sentence answer from you in the chat? Or what is AI for you? Generating missing data basically. Okay, nice answer. What about others? Which generate images, videos, and okay, fine, fine. So I got it. Creation, perfect. Improving the productivity. Nice. AI is a clone to human intelligence. Nice. Very good. Okay, so first of all, we have to understand AI. Okay, AI. AI is simply, if I'm going to break it down, it is made up of two words, artificial and intelligence, right? Artificial means man-made. Intelligence, what is intelligence? If I'm going to ask you one question, are you intelligent? What you will say, yes or no? Are you intelligent? Yes, I got a confident answer from Saurabh, Kirti, Anuj, Astha. Perfect. You are intelligent. How can you say that you are intelligent? Let's try to understand the term intelligence first of all. So intelligence is nothing but the ability to learn a skill, acquire a skill, and apply it. You are able to think, it is not going to make you intelligent. If you are able to learn a skill and apply that skill, that means you are intelligent. And this is our intelligence that we put into machines. Okay, that makes artificial intelligence. So we'll discuss few things over here based on traditional AI and generative AI. First of all, what exactly is going to be our goal today? We'll build our foundation on understanding generative AI. We'll explore the modern techniques, the models that is getting used, what are the evaluation benchmarks and all right, and the practical applications. Okay, so what is generative AI exactly? Why it is important now? What are the core technology and architectures? Instructions of following the benchmarks and all, and some ethical ethics in generative AI. So generative AI is nothing we can say a subset of AI that is created to generate new content, new human-like content, right? You are using ChatGPT to write an email, right? What type of email it is generating? It is generating a human-like written email. You can generate images, you can generate videos, audios, and you can also generate for like it is getting used most of the time to generate codes, right? And what we need to do to generate all these things, we use a prompt. Prompt is nothing but the input that you give to a generative AI model, or you are using ChatGPT, right? Guys, someone mic is on, please turn it off. Whenever you are joining the session, please check your mic. This will break the flow of the session. Fine. So generative AI, the branch of AI, the subset of AI that is meant to generate a new content. It may be text, it may be images, it may be video or audio based on the request you give. Request is nothing but the input or prompt, right? That is what generative AI is. Now, why it is important? Now, why there is a use over here, right? So there is explosion of data. Now you can simply say that the data that was generated in last century, it was only 1% of the data got generated in this century. Now we can see the exponential growth in the data, and that needs some advancement in computer power, computing power, right? And availability of powerful train models is going to help us to understand the data in less time, to take the decision on the data in less time. Fine. So these are the basically advantages over here. Now, what is the difference between traditional AI and generative AI? So, if I'm going to ask you how old AI is, what you will say? How old AI is? Anyone? 5-year old, 10-year old? How old this concept is?
Approx 10-year-old.
Okay, approx 10-year old. Perfect. Dinesh is saying 2 year. Someone said
60, 70.
60, 70. All right, close. Very close. Okay, 1960s, and he's saying 1960s. Okay, all these things started with a research paper. Okay, the research paper was called Turing test. Alan Turing was a scientist who proposed one research paper called Turing test. So Turing test was very simple, comparing human intelligence with computer intelligence. The test basically proposed one idea how you're going to compare the human intelligence with computer intelligence. Now it was on paper only. Nothing was implemented. Uh, I'm saying like telling this again. I'm asking you again. Please unmute yourself. It is breaking the flow of the class. Hema, your video audio both is on. Both of your video and audio is on. Just a second. Guys, don't do this thing. Okay, don't break the flow of the class. Fine. So in 1950, all this thing started with a research paper and the word that we are using nowadays. So Kusi has mentioned one thing over here. When basically this particular thing was started, that was 1956. In 1956, we got this term, the phrase that we are using nowadays, artificial intelligence, was coined in 1956. But nothing was implemented. In 1966, we got the first chatbot. Then there was some advancement in techniques of AI, and that time computer was not like it was not available for everyone. Where you're implementing AI in computers only, right? But that was not there for everyone. Around in 1997, we implemented AI in game. Okay, AI in games. So the best game, if I'm going to talk about, that will getting used to compare the human intelligence with computer intelligence, what it will be? Anyone? If I'm going to talk about a game that will give you understanding between the how intelligent the computer is as compared to human. Chess, exactly, chess. So in 1997, IBM developed one chess engine called Deep Blue. Deep Blue defeated a world champion of that time, Garry Kasparov. Okay, that was one of the advancement. After that, we started implementing AI in our day-to-day productivity tool. So all of you have used Microsoft Word, right? In Microsoft Word you were using in 2010 also. But when you were writing wrong spelling, it was getting underlined, right? It was getting underlined. Then we started implementing in the applications that we are using, like Gmail is using AI to just sort your mail, or simply put your mail in different buckets. If you're getting mail that is spam, it will go to spam folder. And if you're getting mail from LinkedIn and all, it will goes to social. If you're getting mail from Myntra, Nykaa, it will goes to promotions. So all these things were the implementation of AI. Till 2020, we can say we were using traditional AI. Traditional AI was nothing but the purpose of traditional AI was purpose and function to predict the outcomes. If you're getting an email, what type of email you're getting, right? If you're crossing a signal, you are wearing the helmet or not. That is also traditional AI. You might have observed in your city, if you're going to not, if you're going to cross the signal without wearing a helmet, in the evening you will get one message of challan. Who is cutting your challan? AI only, right? So helmet detection system is there working behind the camera that is trained on vast amount of data. So these are nothing but it was predictive. But when we talk about generative AI after 2020, the year 2020, we started talking about creating new content. Initially, it was only text and code. The type of data, if I'm going to talk about in traditional AI, it was nothing but structured data. Structured data means what? A data that we can put into rows and columns. Just a second. Someone mic is again. It's on. All right, guys. This breaks the flow of the class. Don't do this thing. I'm just telling this again and again. When you're joining the meeting, please check your mic. Type of the data, if I'm going to say, in traditional AI, we were using structured data. Structured data means the data that we can put into rows and columns, like the tables, the numbers you're having, the label input. In generative AI, mostly we are working on unstructured data, like text, images, videos, audios, and all. And the nature of output in traditional AI is label. Label means what? You can say like what type of mail you have got. You have got a spam email or promotional email and all. Scores basically it gives you scores. The most of the companies nowadays are using ATS. If you know, they generate the scores on your resume. We can also talk about the numbers. Numbers means what? You are using Ola, Uber app, right? Rapido and all. Here, predicting the number means what? Predicting the price. So who is predicting the price of your ride? AI. Making the decision yes or no. Let's suppose you are going to apply for a credit card or you're going to apply for a loan. Are you eligible for loan? Yes or no? That will be defined by the system first of all. But the nature of output in generative AI is going to be a human-like content. It could be stories, design, conversation, all these things. If you talk about use cases where traditional AI we are using, like fraud detection, spam filtering that I have talked about, medical diagnosis, the person is having cancer or not, the person is diabetic or not based on the examinations. And in generative AI, mostly we're implementing with chatbots, generating the email for content creation. Nowadays, we are also using for music synthesis. Now you can generate the entire song, a 3 minute song, audio with video with AI. Now, the key technology, if you talk about, so in traditional AI, we work on some machine learning algorithms like SVM, logistic regression, random forest, and all. But generative AI works on the base of generative AI is transformer. Now, what is transformers? There was a research paper that was published. It was basically that research paper was written by most of the engineers were from Google. The research paper was very simple, not very simple, I would say, but the concept was simple. The thing was that if I'm going to give you one page essay on something, and I will give you 1 minute to read, and I will ask you to read out all the sentences from that given essay. Let's suppose you had 50 lines in that particular essay or 500 words. How many you will be able to recall? Only few, right? In 1 minute, you won't be able to learn all the things or recite all the things. Now, here we come with the concept of transformers. In transformers, we have multi-head attention. Now, if I'm going to use one word, let's say bank. Okay, let's say bank. But which bank I'm talking about? So bank is having two meanings. And the meaning of the word depends on the other words used in that sentence. So multi-head attention is going to grab the attention from all the words. It is going to keep it forward. All of you are using chat gpt, right? Everyone is using chat gpt, at least from last 3 years using chat gpt. Can you tell me what is the full form of gpt? Anyone? Full form of gpt? Generative pre-trained transformers. Exactly. So what are transformers? Basically pre-trained models to do some task. A generative means what? That is meant to generate new content. Right? Exactly. Very good. Hema, if you can hear me, your camera is on. You can turn it off. Your mic was also on. All right. So if we talk about how we evolved, I have already discussed this thing with you. But in short story, first of all, we were having the rule-based generation pre 2010. Generative AI was there, but not implemented everywhere. Then we have machine learning based generation. The year was 2010 to 14. 2010 to 14. Then we had neural network based generation. This was the time when we implemented deep learning, basically deep learning. And the era that we are living in, it is transformer based generation. Now, whatever the generative AI tool you're using, the application you're using, whether you're using ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, whatever you're using, the mother of all this platform, all the particular tool, the large language models are nothing but transformers. I'm saying again, Hema, if you can hear me, turn off your camera. Don't know. Just a second. If someone is from team, can you check? Students who is having the mic and camera on, ask them to turn off, or you can do it from your end. How does it work? The work is very simple, right? It simply replicates the thing that you have studied in computer science in class 6th. We give input, computer processes it, and the computer gives you output. But here the computer, we are not using CPU, we are using model. Yes, all the things are getting done through CPU only, but we are using model. We'll discuss this term. This term I will be using a lot, model. So first of all, we give the input. It is going to be a task instruction, or we can call it a prompt. It will be given to a model. Model is going to process it. Model will try to understand what you want exactly. And the model is going to generate the content. Here we're talking about the content, new content, right? Now, what are the core techniques over here? We have GANs, that is generative adversarial network, variational autoencoders, autoregressive models, and mostly you are using nowadays autoregressive model. Then we have diffusion model and prompt engineering, the new concept. Not new, but as of now, in this particular era, it's new. Now GANs, what is GANs? Now GANs work on two things, generator and discriminator. So it uses two neural networks. One neural network, that is generator, is going to create fake data, and discriminator will try to detect whether the data created by generator is fake or not, or how much it is true. So they train together with zero sum game, right? And mostly it is getting used in image generation, style transfer. Style transfer means what? You might have used ChatGPT and you have given one image to ChatGPT, and you're asking ChatGPT to make it as a classic image, classic black and white image. So for this type of techniques we are using, deepfake videos are getting generated using GANs. You have style GAN as well. If you talk about pros and cons, so yes, you create high quality realistic outputs, but training is going to be high computation. If you're going to talk about computation cost, it's going to be very high in training. Then we have variational autoencoders. So basically, it encodes into the latent space, and then it is going to decode it. Decode it to basically reconstruct the original input with some randomness. So it is getting used in reconstruction of the image. If you want to reconstruct, let's say you are having a blurry image and you are asking model to simply fill out the blurry part over there, right? For smooth and structured latent space we are using it. but the output could be blurry sometime or low quality than GANs. Now, whatever most of the tool you are using, they are using auto regressive models. So what try to do, basically try to predict the next tokens. Next token, what is the token basically? Token is going to be the entity based on what your LLM, that model is going to work. So you are giving some tokens, based on the token, it is try to predict new tokens. Tokens may be word, it may be pixel. If I'm going to talk about the sentence that is given over here is where are we going? The previous word is where are we, and it is trying to predict going. Okay, so basically it's totally based on probability. It is based on probability, right? And in the place of text, we can also have the pixels. So pixels are also getting predicted, which pixels are going to get created. Okay, so it is totally based on the sequence of the previous tokens, right? And it's getting used in text generation, code completion, audio synthesis, and image generation also, guys. And if you talk about the example, so we have GPT, GPT-3, and when ChatGPT was launched in 2022, it launched with GPT model, GPT 3.5 model. GPT-2 and all you can use free of cost, but it is not that much effective. All right, let's go ahead. Then we have diffusion model. Diffusion model basically it was used to create images, create videos. Okay, so DALI, you might have heard about DALI. So DALI mostly we were using for images or photo restoration. Photo restoration. You might have heard about few apps in the market, or you might have seen the ads of that particular apps. So that app is going to take your old photo, very old photo, blurry photo, and it is going to create a high definition photo of that. So we are using diffusion model in that case. So basically it is going to start with a random noise and gradually it is going to denoise it to generate the data using the learn pattern. Learn pattern means what? The old images that you are given. Now we have one concept of prompt engineering, very, very important nowadays. Prompt engineering basically is nothing but, okay, whatever the input we give to the model, to the LLM or whatever the model application you're using, Chat GPT or you're using Gemini, you give input. That input is nothing but prompt. The input that you give to generative AI model to produce the output, that is prompt. It could be a sentence, it could be instruction, or it could be an even example. Okay. So you have already, guys, your mic should be off. Saptojit, can you mute yourself, please? All right. Okay. Now prompt engineering is going to be nothing but technique, or you can say the way of writing effective prompt. Effective prompt means what? Let's say I'm asking ChatGPT something. I'm asking me to write. It is not giving me the content that I exactly want. I need to reframe my prompt again. Now, instead of reframing the prompt, we need to understand how and on what basis your the chat gpt or Gemini is going to understand your problem and is going to generate the content that you will learn from prompt engineering. Okay, moving ahead, transformers we have talked about, right? In transformers, as I told you, it comes with one this concept came with a research paper called attention is all you need. This research paper is online, guys. You can simply just take this thing, a research paper. You can download the research paper and you can read this paper. It's a very good paper to understand. And it's a deep learning, basically architecture. It was introduced. So we have input. Input will go through different layers of neurons. We will be having encoder and decoder. Decoder is going to then give you the output, right? Now, transformer based modern LLMs, if I'm going to talk about, as I told you one thing, mother of all the generative AI tools that we are having nowadays, mother of all generative AI tool is nothing but transformer. It is coming from that research paper that was published in 2027. Sorry, 2017. If you talk about the GPT model comes from OpenAI. OpenAI, you know, the owner of ChatGPT. So it is a decoder only transformer. What type of it is using? Claude, you can say Claude from Anthropic. It is transformer alignment with the techniques. Gemini, that was developed by Google DeepMind, is a multimodal transformer. Multimodal, what is multimodal? This we'll just discuss. Then we have BERT. BERT is only the encoder only transformer. Moving ahead. Now the main thing is what exactly is a foundation or model, or you can say large language model. What exactly it is. Now, if I'm going to talk about foundation models, it is nothing but large scale AI models that is trained on massive data sets. Data sets, when I say data sets, it could be anything. It could be a PDF, it could be a website for the reference, it could be a text file, it could be a public websites, anything. It is having the knowledge of all those particular thing. And when we're talking about like the like size and all, it is going to be the parameters that is going to use it going to be sometime in millions, sometime in billions, and sometime in trillions. The industry grade LLM that we use, those particular models are trained on trillions of parameters. And if you talk about like the foundation model, basically it work as a base model that can be adapted for different domains, different domains or different downstream tasks. Let's suppose I want to use only for Q&A, I want to summarization, I want for coding. So these are the example of foundation model like GPT-4, Claude 3, Palm, Llama. Llama is from Meta, then Gemini from Google. So foundation models are also different types. Like language-based model we have like BERT, GPT-3. So GPT-3, if you remember, it was only generating text, right? It was only generating text. Now, whatever the model Chat GPT is using, it is generating images also. Computer vision, we can say the eye of a computer. If you are crossing the signal without wearing the helmet and in evening you're getting the challan, it is because of this computer vision signal. We are giving an eye to the computer, right? Then we have generative models like DALI, GANs, Waze. So all these things we discussed already. What exactly is a large language model? First of all, we need to understand what is language model. Language model that is going to basically work on the language we use. Language we use. What type of language we use? We use high level language, right? As a human, we use high level language. High level language is the language that a human can understand. It could be English, it could be Hindi, it could be Telugu, it could be Tamil, Malayalam, Punjabi, anything, right? So language models was meant to work on languages, the text that we use to generate new text content, right? And the type of foundation model we can say, but basically that specify the language understanding and generating new content in that particular language. Now, initially it was only English. Now it is in almost all the languages nowadays. And on what it is built on? This is built on transformer architecture. Language model we understood, but what is large language model? The large, basically, if I'm not going to talk about large, let's talk about small. Small means a small data set. Let's say millions of data sets, millions of parameters. But when we talk about large language models, it is trained on billions and trillions of tokens. Trillions of token, we can say the parameters. Like from books, articles, web content. Web content means what? Public. That is public. Anyone can see, right? That is LLM. Uh, LLM is nothing but the brain of all the generative AI tool that you're using. Okay, you are using ChatGPT, the brain of ChatGPT. Now, what is brain of ChatGPT? Which model ChatGPT is using nowadays? Anyone? Have you checked? All of you are using ChatGPT. The first tool for you is going to be ChatGPT only. Whenever you need some help from generative AI, which model ChatGPT is using right now? Anyone? Last time when I checked, it was GPT 5.5, and they were about to launch GPT 5.6. I don't know if it is launched or not, but minimum 5.5 you will be getting.
5.4, sir.
5.4. Now someone is replying 5.5. Okay, it could be, but I think I checked. I remember it was 5.5. Now, what is this GPT 5.5? It's a large language model trained on billions of, and or you can say trillions of parameters. Fine. Now, what are the key capabilities of LLMs? LLMs can generate text. It can write the essays, emails, and all. Mostly, I have used to write email. Okay, honestly, I'm saying I have used to write an email, and also for the coding task as well. Okay. Then we also use for summarizing the long text. Let's say I got a document. I don't want to read all the documents. I want to just understand the like important points. I grab the text, I give it to ChatGPT, I ask, okay, summarize it for me. For question answer, for translation, for generating the code in Python, in Java, or any other language. One thing you have to remember when we talk about code, by default, if you are going to ask any of the generative AI tool, to write a code, for a particular program, always it is going to write in Python only. So Python is considered as the language of AI. Language of AI is Python. If you want the code in Java, if you want the code in CPP or Golang, you have to ask, you have to specify, generate the code in Java, right? We are also using for reasoning purpose like logic, math problems, and all. Fine. Now we have a concept of instruction theory. Instruction means what? Basically, AI can't do anything without our instruction. Now you will say, sir, this tool, sorry, this car, Tesla, without our instruction, it is taking us from place A to place B. No, you have to give instruction initially. The instruction means what? Where you have to go, right? Now, basically, the instruction that you give, the words that you use, it totally depends what type of answer you are going to generate. You are going to get from uh, the tool that you're using. Okay. So we have to choose the word. Let's say instruction means what? Summarize this, translate that. Totally depends on the words that you're using. Now we have the concept of multimodal. Nowadays, like if you go 3 year back, ChatGPT was only generating text and code. Only two things. Why ChatGPT become famous? Because it got spreaded that ChatGPT can generate code. That was very new to everyone. That a ChatGPT can generate code. So initially, ChatGPT came with only text generation. Only one type of model was working over there. Now ChatGPT can generate text, it can generate images, and we have another models as well. Like you might have heard about Nano Banana and all. So we are using for many purposes, like generating the text, generating the image, audio, video. Now we are using one tool, but from one tool we are getting a multiple things. So here we use the concept of multimodal. Multimodals are nothing but the AI system that can understand and process the multiple types of input data. I am giving an image and I'm asking ChatGPT to remove, let's suppose I'm wearing a t-shirt right now or a sweatshirt right now. I'm giving my image to ChatGPT. I'm asking replace this sweatshirt with a shirt and blazer. It will replace. What I'm giving image, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write an essay on something. So what I'm giving text, right? So multiple types of data you are giving over here, different types of uh, input data. Then input data have some modalities. Modalities divided into four simple groups, that is text, images, audio, video, like multimedia file and all. Now, based on the input, model is going to target what exactly it need to use. Then it is going to give you the result. That is the concept of multimodal. Now, these are the examples of multimodal that we use. GPT 4.0 from OpenAI. It can handle text, vision. When I say vision, vision means images and audio in one model. Claude 3 Vision can answer the question based on images, diagram. You can give a diagram, you can see what is generating. Gemini 1.5, I'm talking about the very old model. Right now you are using I think 3.5, I guess. Gemini 3.5. So it was only what you can say, a unified model for long text, image and video all. Cosmos was what we can say, yes, developed by Microsoft. It was vision language model. Vision means what? Image. Git from Meta AI was vision to language model, language translation. Okay, all of you have used one thing like Google Lens. You have used, right? What Google Lens can do? Google Lens can simply, let's suppose I have used. Look, I don't know Tamil. I visited a place in Tamil Nadu where I was not finding anyone who can speak English or who can understand Hindi. I know only two languages. I know Hindi, I know English. I can understand almost all the languages that is there in North India. I can understand Punjabi, I can understand Gujarati, I can understand Marathi, I can understand all the five languages spoken in Bihar, right? I can understand Bengali, I can understand Assamese. I can also barely understand a little bit Nepali. But what I can't understand Telugu, Tamil, and Malayalam. And everywhere, even in bus, but when the bus was coming, I have to catch a bus. I was not able to understand what is written over there. I have to visit a place over there. So I took out my phone. I used Google Lens, and I used the translate option. From image, it translated. That is vision to language generation. So what model is getting used over there? Vision to language. It is extracting the text from that particular image. It is converting into language. So I was able to convert those Tamil words into English without downloading it, just in the real time with Google Lens. Okay, how multimodal workflow is multimodal models work? What is the workflow? Basically, first of all, features are going to extract it. Feature extraction means what? The input that you have given. Let's suppose you have given image. What are the features of the image? Based on that, modality will align for you. And then cross modeling reasoning will done. So based on different techniques, will try to give you the response. So these are the basically technique. It's basically it is going to in feature extraction it is going to turn the raw data into usable vector embedding. What is vector embedding? Let's try to understand. You in school you might have heard about one thing: computer doesn't understand the language we speak or the words we use. Computer only understand numbers, right? And that is also for models. Models don't know about image. Models don't know about video. Models don't know about text. They only know numbers. That numbers are called vectors. Okay. Then we have, yes, modality alignment, bringing all modality into shared understanding, right? Then we have cross model reasoning, sensing how text, image, or audio can be related. Okay, this is about generative AI. We have discussed a lot about generative AI, guys. And I'll take you to the next topic, Agentic AI. All right, so that we can also have the hands-on today in the session. Let's try to understand Agentic AI. Okay, just give me a minute. We'll start it. Okay, I just need a 1 minute. I'm just checking my network is fluctuating. Just give me a minute. Let me align it. Sorry for keeping on wait. No, I was just changing the network. I hope it is fine. All right. Now we are going to start with Agentic AI. Now let me tell you over here. Uh, till 2024, people was all only talking about generative AI, like Chat GPT, Gemini, Bard, Copilot. All these things we are getting used. Still, it is getting used. Generative AI. Then in December 2024, a new concept came into the field of AI. That was agentic AI. Okay, what is agentic AI? We'll try to understand how it started, how the journey got started. In short, if I'm going to talk about agentic AI, those who are drawing on the screen, guys, don't do this. Okay. One more thing again, guys, I'm just reminding you. If you want certificate for this workshop, you will be getting a link at the end of the session. So please attend the session till end. Okay. We'll go in hands on in just 10 minutes. Okay. Let me just discuss this topic, and after that we'll be going in 10 minutes. Okay, so I got one answer from Aradhya. AI system will pull the contacts, email, write the message, schedule a meeting, and wait a response in your calendar. Yes, exactly, multitasking. What is agentic AI? Agentic. So in agentic AI, basically we try to create AI agents. What is going to be AI agents? AI agent is going to integrate LLMs. It could integrate machine learning, enterprise automation, anything. What exactly it is going to be? It is going to use LLM. In short, if I'm going to say, it is going to use LLM as a brain, but it is going to have tools along with it. Now, if I'm going to talk about generative AI is not having external tools. But in agentic AI, we can implement external tools. Tools are going to be hands and legs of an agent. Now, why agentic AI? Let me give you a recent example. A recent example, not very old example, a recent example. You are all of you are hearing about layoffs in the market because of AI. Which AI? Not generative AI. It is because of agentic AI. I'll tell you one recent scenario. There is a company. I'm talking about a company in Bangalore only. I'm not going to take the name. So that company laid off 200 HR professionals, and that is a very big MNC, US based MNC. They laid off 200 HR professionals. Now, what HR was doing, those HR was just taking care of the hiring task, interacting with the employees to let them know about the policies and all. If someone is asking about leaves, if someone is asking about to for you can say the notice period and all. So for all this thing, they were interacting. Now, what that company observed that all these things we can do with AI. So they deployed agentic AI in their EMS. EMS means what? Employee management system. Employees can directly interact with their AI agents. They can also, if they want to refer someone, that thing will be taken by the AI agent. So basically, AI agent has taken the place of HR. Not all the HR got replaced, but those 200 HRs got replaced. That agent is going to take the new resumes, going to analyze it, it's going to find the fit, it is there for the job or not. It is also resolving the query of the people who is already employed in that company. One more application if I'm going to talk about. Let's say you have to plan a trip. You have to plan a trip. Let's say you are living in Bangalore and you have to plan a trip for OT. I'm taking the name that all of you know. OT, I hope all of you know. From Bangalore to OT, you want to go, and you want to plan for 3 days. The trip, the whole itinerary you want for 3 days. In morning, where you will be visiting in the day one, afternoon, then evening. In day two, where you will be visiting in afternoon, in morning, afternoon, and evening. What activities you can do. You have to find out all these things first of all. You have to also check the available mode of transport, like you can go with bus if the flights are available, if it is there, if it is bus, how much it will cost. You have to also look for a budget. If you will go somewhere, let's suppose if I'm going somewhere, first of all I'll decide a budget. In this budget I have to visit that place, then I will decide the number of days I can stay. Okay. One more thing will be there, is going to be the time. How much time you will take to decide all these things, including the hotel. You have to also look for the hotel that fit in your budget. How much time you will take to plan a itinerary for 3 days? Anyone? Any random answer? What do you think? If you have to plan a trip for 3 days, going somewhere, any place you keep in your mind, tell me how much time it will take. Any idea? 5 hours? Al Siva is saying 5 hours to decide.
10 minutes.
Nidhi will take only 1 hours. Dinesh, you are saying something?
10 minutes, sir.
10 minutes. Okay, Dinesh will take 10 minutes. Dinesh is very fast. 3 hours, 2 hours, a long time without AI. Without AI only. I'm talking about without AI. You are allowed to use Google to search for hotels and all, to find out the hotel in your budget. One day. Now let me tell you, with AI agent, you can create one travel agent. Okay, travel agent is going to use one of the LLM as a brain, and it can have a tool. So LLM can't go through the internet on its own. LLM ChatGPT is not going to go through the internet. It needs some tools. Let's suppose you are having a local LLM installed in your system and you want to use it for to plan your trip, but it can't go on internet and find out the hotels for you, the places that you can visit. So it needs some search tool so that it can go to the internet and going to grab the data and going to give you. Now here, within a minute, within few seconds only, you can create a travel plan. How? First of all, we create agents. We align a LLM as a brain and tools. Here, what tool I will be giving? There is a tool, very famous tool called DuckDuckGo. Have you heard about DuckDuckGo? If you don't know DuckDuckGo is nothing but just a search engine like Google. Google is a search engine, right? Similarly, we have DuckDuckGo. But DuckDuckGo is also getting used a lot in the agentic AI applications as a search engine, as a tool. So hands and legs are going to be the tool. But agent need instruction. We will be giving one instruction, and when I'm going to give the instruction, that means I'm setting a goal. I'll give the instruction that you have to plan a trip for that user in the given budget and in the given number of days, right? I will give a instruction, and user is going to, just a second guys, user is going to give you, user is going to give you basically minimal input. Minimal input means what? Let's say I want to go from Bangalore to OT. My budget is 50,000. Number of days, 3 days. And based on the instruction, it is going to give you the whole itinerary in 1 minute only. Okay, very good question. Zinni is asking if generating an itinerary is a part of agentic AI, or what would be generative AI model do if we ask it? Generative AI model is not going to give you the current hotel prices, right? You need to go and search on internet. Generative AI model itself will not go. You need a tool. We are giving a tool. So that's what we are creating, agents. We are giving hands and legs to agents. If you're going to add generative AI tool for this, it can hallucinate. Hallucinate means what? It can give you answer, but it could be outdated. It could be outdated. Let me just show you one example. If you have a very good question, if you ask, let me just show you one example. So I am having one tool in my, let's start with the hands-on directly. There is a platform called Olama. Okay, Olama basically provides you open source model. So what you can do, if you are using Windows, you can copy this command. You can simply copy this command and you can paste it in your PowerShell. What is PowerShell? Just like command prompt, you can see this is Windows PowerShell. Okay, and here it is going to give you the models. Let's say I want to use gamma models. Gamma models. Gamma, you have different gamma models, right? Let's say gamma 3. Gamma 3 is nothing but the model developed by Google. And there is a model, I'm using a model of a small size, 818 MB. But you can use any model from here. Okay. But guys, remember one thing, the model you can use, but also look at the size. This B represents the number of billions of parameters the model is trained on. This size represent the size you will be downloading in your system. It is going to occupy. And here we have context. Context size, or you can say context window. Context window means what? Let's say if I'm going to take my example, let's say my example. If you're going to give me a page of essay, I will be remember only 5 lines. 5 lines, or let's say 100 words. That means my context window is of 100 words. Only 100 words I can remember in the conversation, or from the uh, essay that I have learned. This context window shows the number of tokens this particular models can remember in one conversation. So I want to use this model. Okay. First of all, I told you what you have to do. You have to install it. And here I'm just going to copy it. For me, it is already downloaded. So I can run this in my command prompt. The command will be Olama run. Someone joined with Xiaomi 2411. Turn off your camera and mic. Okay, so Olama run Gamma 3 1B. Now here what you will find, I will be able to use this model in my local system directly. And this model will run without using internet. Whatever the tool you are using, ChatGPT and all, you are using it with internet, right? You are going online. This is working in my local system. I'm using one LLM. Okay, Pratik asked me to explain LLM. So let's say, Pratik, this is one of the LLM, Gamma 3. It is trained on 1 billion parameter. A large language model that is trained on vast amount of parameters. Parameters is nothing but data. It could be PDF, it could be text, it could be public websites. Okay. Language model. This is a language model that is going to work on the language we use. Okay, let me just come back over here. Now you can see it started running. So I can ask it to write a program to calculate
பூட்டிட்டாங்க
factorial of a
அதான் நினைச்சு பூட்டிட்டாங்க மேம்கிட்ட போய் யாரும் சொல்லிட்டாங்களா என்னன்னு
Xiaomi, who has joined with the name Xiaomi, check your mic.
அப்படியே சொன்னா என்ன சொல்லிருக்காங்க
Yes,
தெரியல
your
அங்க
mic
எதுவும்
is
ரீட்
on.
பண்ற மாதிரி எதுவும் உள்ள இருக்க எதனா குப்பை எது கடந்துச்சான்னு தெரியல
Team, can you remove this student if you have the access? Okay, factorial of a number. Now here I will be getting the code. Here you go. I got the code. Okay. I got the explanation also. Let me ask one question. What is the weather condition of Bangalore today? I asked a very simple question. What is the weather condition of Bangalore today? Now it is asking me to go and check what is saying. I can give you general update. Okay. It is not giving me the exact answer, right? I'm not able to see what is the temperature today. But what it is giving me, it is giving me the website address. It can't face the real-time temperature, real-time weather, like it is raining or not. Right? So this is one of the drawback over here. Your LLM is trained to give you the answer, but not always you will be getting the answer that you're looking for. I ask for give me the weather condition, that is the weather update. It is giving me the link, go to this link and get it. I'm not going to show you. That means it can't go through the websites, the internet, and give me the answer. But Agentic AI application that we use, we can add nothing but we can add tools that is going to help us. Okay, I'll discuss few things over here, guys, and we'll directly jump to hands-on. So Agentic AI, first of all, it is going to understand the data using the LLM and the machine learning. You are going to talk about the goal. It is going to identify your objectives. It is going to plan the strategies. Then it is going to execute the task with minimal input, and it is going to learn continuously through the instruction. Now, what is the main difference between generative AI and agentic AI? We should know. This one we should know. Just a second. Yes, this one. Agentic AI is going to be autonomous. It is going to take the decision on its own, but instruction we are giving, but it is going to take the decision on its own. Generative AI is creative, on the other hand. Agentic AI is goal oriented. It is going to work on to fulfill a goal. Okay, it is going to work on the instruction. Generative AI is going to be output oriented. It has to give the output only. Agentic AI can adapt on real-time environment, but generative AI is content-based. Here we can add tools, we can use APIs of different tools, but in generative AI we can't use any external tools. In Agentic AI, you can see the continuous adaptation based on the environment is getting changing, but generative AI won't be able to adapt anything new. So again, it is the autonomous system. Generative AI we use to content for content creation. Agentic AI is going to be independent in decision making, and it is going to make the decision. Generative AI is going to make the decision based on the input in patterns. Okay. So this was the concept. Let's try to understand how we are going to use all the things. Okay. So I will take you through a project. The project is going to be very simple. First of all, I'm going to open VS Code. Okay. Let me just close this. I will be explaining you use and everything. Let me open a folder first. Let's say I have already shown you one thing called Olama. So I'm going to create one Olama app. Okay. Olama app. So in here, what you can see, I'm having few things. App.py, the env file. Env file is having nothing but the API keys and all. App file is nothing but the application that I want to use. And requirement.txt is the requirements that I need to run this application. Let's try to understand all the things one by one. LangChain, what is LangChain? Basically, LangChain is nothing but a framework we use to create generative AI application. Generative AI and agentic AI application. We have a Streamlit. Streamlit is going to give the UI to our application. Python.env. So you can see this .env file. This .env file basically take the API keys. Okay. Then we have LangChain community. We will be using a lot of things from LangChain. Then LangChain core. What you have to do if you want to track the changes in your project, you can create one account on LangChain website. You can grab the link from there and you can keep it over here. Okay. You can give the name to the project name, and if you want to trace, these things are optional. Okay, these things are optional. I'm just telling you again, this piece of code is optional. You can include it or you can remove it. What exactly we have, let's try to understand one by one. I will explain the code one by one. So we are importing OS. From the OS we can access this .env file. .env file to load this particular env from here. My voice is not audible. Am I audible? Srishti Singh, I'm not audible. Am I audible? Yes, I'm audible. Fine. Now, LangChain community, from LangChain community LLMs, we are using Olama. So what Olama gives us? Olama gives us access to all the open source model. Open source model means what? Let me just take you to the Olama website again, guys. You can see these are the open source model. We can see Gamma and all. If you want to use some other thing, let's say you might have heard about DeepSeek. Okay, you have DeepSeek models here. You can simply copy this and run it. Right, these are the different models. Now you can see the models is also of 404 GB. So don't download this model, otherwise your system will start crying if you're going to run this. Just for all the things should go smooth, I have used very lightweight model right now. Okay. From LangChain core.prompt, we are using chat prompt template. Template basically it is going to give the what we can say order how it is going to behave. From LangChain core, we are taking the output parser to parse the output in string. For that, we are using one module called string output parser. Why we are using it? If you remember here, you got this thing generated, but you can see asterisk is there. This type of things are there, right? You are not getting the uh, code also in proper way. It is not considered as a proper output. To parse all the things in proper way, we use string output parser. Okay, chat prompt template. Now here we try to import all the things. Let's say I want to track my project. I will be using LangChain API key. But again, I'm saying this is optional. You can also remove this thing. Okay, I will be sharing the code file with you. You can simply remove this thing and you can use. we have to create one object called prompt of chat from template. Here we have one module called from message. Here we are giving two things, system and user. We are saying system, that is to the LLM. What we are saying, you are a helpful assistant, please respond to the user question, give appropriate responses. User is going to give question and question will be taken here. Okay, this is what chat prompt template, simple. Now here we started creating application with using Streamlit. So we have imported Streamlit as ST. Again, I'm saying Streamlit we are using to give the UI, to create the application basically. It's very simple. We have given the title Olama LLM with LangChain. We are going to take the input from the user. So we are saying using Streamlit.text input, we are saying what question do you have in your mind? That will be storing over here. The LLM that we are creating from Olama, the model is the same, Gamma 1. Gamma 3.1.1b. Then we are creating one object called output parser that is going to parse the output. Now what we will be doing in LangChain framework, you have this feasibility or you can say flexibility. So you can create a chain of objects. Now chain, or you can also say you have created one pipeline. So this is the chain. First of all, the prompt will be taken. It will be checked with the template. This template and prompt will be given to the LLM. LLM, what we are using, Gamma 3 model. LLM is going to generate the response, and whatever the response is generated, it will go through this object output parser, so that we can get the output in the format of a string, proper string. And if input text, that means if user has given an input, what we'll do, st.write, it is going to write whatever the chain is going to invoke. What we are doing, giving question is going to be nothing but the input text. Or I already have all the things done. What we need to do, first of all, we need to just activate the environment. Let me just change the, I'm just changing one thing, the terminal. I want to change it to command prompt. Here I need to run one command, streamlit run app.py. Now you can see what happened. One application got opened here on localhost. How many lines of code we have given, guys? How many lines of code we have given? Very less. Including spaces, we have 34 lines. That's it. And we have created one GenAI application. And this application is going to work offline without internet. You can have a coding assistant with you. But I'll tell you the steps over here. I have directly run this application. I'll tell you the steps, what you need to do first of all. Okay, application is working over here. Let me ask few things. Let me ask one question. Let's say, give me a roadmap to become AI engineer, in, let's say, 6 months. Okay, let's see if it is working. Now you can see it's thinking right now. For the first call, it will be slow, but from the second call, guys, it will start working fast. Now here you go. Right? I ask a roadmap in 6 months, and here you can see it has generated all the things. Okay. Fine. With some links also. whatever you're going to ask, let's suppose I want to ask one question. The same question I'll give. Let's say write a program to uh, calculate factorial of a factorial of a number. And I will be getting the factorial of a number generated. Here you go. Can you see the clean code? Because of this particular thing that we have used, string output parser, where it is here, output parser, we are getting the output in proper way. If I'm going to remove this, it's going to get converted into the way that we have got in the command prompt here, cmd. How to add or image option? Okay, I will show you that thing in the next project, Arpit. I hope this one is clear, guys. Very simple, right? And you are having a coding assistant with you. Yes, the quality of code you can't compare with the high-end Claude Opus model that is paid. But basic help you will be getting from here. And it is going to work with you offline. It is working in localhost without any API key and all. Okay. This is one of the project for generative AI. And I'm going to give the link for two things over here I'm giving you. I'm giving you access to this folder. And in this folder, I will be adding one more thing. Okay. You can grab the files that I have used over here. So right now I have shown you this thing. Olama app. Okay. You have requirements, you have app.py, you have this thing. Okay. I'll give you one, let me add one text file also, and I will be uploading it over here. Let me add one file. I can't add from here. Let me just create one file and I'll tell you what is going to be the steps. Okay, it is going to be nothing but instructions. Okay, at simple text file I'm creating for you, instructions. The first thing that you need to do, guys, first of all, you have to check Python is installed in your system or not. So you can use this command, python -m venv, that is virtual environment, and you can give the name as myenv. Now you can see myenv is here. When you are going to execute this folder will get created. The second thing you are going to do, you are going to activate the environment. Activating the environment is what? In this my.env folder, you have one script file, a script folder you have activated. You have to run this thing. How are you going to run this? And those who are using MacBook, I'll give a with a I'll give with a bracket. The step 2 for Windows user is going to be myenv /scripts /activate. You are going to activate the environment. Once all the things are done, environment is activated, you have to install all the dependencies from this requirement.txt file. So you will be installing the dependencies. It's going to be simple. Pip install -r, that is recursive. Recursive means what? From all the things that I have mentioned in the requirements.txt file. Then if everything is installed, you are good to go. You will run the command streamlit, because it is a streamlit application. Streamlit run app.py. That's it. Okay. I will upload the same file over here. I hope you are able to access this drive. Can you confirm? Are you able to access this drive workshop? Everyone. I'm uploading the instruction file also for you. Yes. Okay, perfect. Let me just upload this instructions file. Just you need to follow the instruction. What you have to do, first of all, you have to create one folder, guys, and you need to put these files in that folder and do edit the env file. If you don't want to use anything from here, you can simply remove the things. Okay, let's go for the next thing. We have seen one generative AI project. Okay, a simple application you have created. I will not say we have created a very high end application. We have created a simple application over here. Okay, now let's move ahead. Sir, where are you uploading the files? Here. Sorry, I'm just sharing you this drive link from here. Just a second. I'm sharing you the workshop drive here. Okay, perfect. Let's go for the next project. Okay, next project. The next project is going to be very different. Why it is going to be very different? Let me tell you. We are going to create one agentic AI application. Let me create a new window. I'll close this old window and let me also close this file. Okay. In this window, I'm going to open one folder, that is nutrition agent. Okay. Here in nutrition agent, this is going to work with internet. Okay. Because here I will be using Google API. And the Google API I have here in .env file. I won't be able to show you guys because it is online. So you can use my API key. That's why I will not be able to show you. Let me just try to explain you what exactly we are doing here. So here, first of all, I have created one Python file. And here I have some requirements for this. The requirements is Google Generative AI, below OpenCV, Python, NumPy, DuckDuckGo, Search, Streamlit, Reach, Python.env, and request and all these things. The what we can say, we are using a different framework over here. That framework is 5. Previously we were using LangChain. Here we are using 5. Instruction is given over here. What you will be doing, I will be installing I will be uploading these files also for you. I will be uploading requirement, instruction, agent, application, not env file. Env you have to create. Instruction you can follow, you can do all the things. Okay, let's go to this file. 5 from 5 we are creating one agent. We are importing the agent module. 5.model.google we are taking Gemini. DuckDuckGo as a tool. Remember I told you DuckDuckGo .env to activate the environment, and here we take all the things. And Google Generative AI, from here we are taking GenAI. Here we are creating one nutrition agent. The agent module, basically we are creating one object of the agent. Name we have given nutrition agent. The model I am using is Gemini 3.5 Flash. We can use different models as well. The tools, we are assigning a tool to the agent, right? DuckDuckGo. So agent is going to have a tool. Agent is going to have a brain. The model is nothing but the brain. What brain we are giving over here? We are giving Gemini 3.5 Flash model. Instructions. What instruction I'm giving? A simple instruction. You are the smartest nutrition agent. Ask for name, age, and all these things from the user. Then provide a detailed personalized diet plan. Clear nutritional explanation, tailored input. Always respond in well structured format. Don't generate big paragraph. Instead, use bullet points and all. Whatever the instruction we have given, based on that, agent is going to reply. Agent is going to give us the output. Okay, this is agent file. Then we have app file. What this app file is having, this app file is having the codes over here to run this application. Here again we are using Streamlit, and this, from this file we have imported the module that you have created in this file, that is nutrition agent. To work on images we use PIL. We are importing images, Google generative AI and all. Let me just take you over here. So we taken the API key. We are configuring the API key using GenAI from Google. Here we are using Streamlit. In Streamlit, what we are doing, we have given one title, Smartest AI Nutrition, and we are giving two tabs. There will be two work of this application. The first work is going to give you the diet plan. Second work is going to be the image based solution. That means if I'm going to upload a image, it is going to find out the nutrition value and it's going to give it to yourself. You might have heard about this thing somewhere. There is a app in the market that do the same thing. You can scan the photo on your plate, whatever the foods you're having on the plate, the dishes, and it will give you the nutrition value, how much protein, carbs, and all you're having. In tab 1 we are taking the name and all the goals of the user. Okay, and this is going to be the uh, this is going to be the prompt given to the agent with this format. My name is this, I'm this year old and all. And here we'll be asking the agent to run on user profile. We'll be getting the output and we'll showing the output. In tab 2 we will ask the user to upload image, and based on the image we'll be giving the output to the user. Let's run this. I'm not sure about the API key it's working or not, but let me see. If it is not working, I'll get the error and I will change the API key. I will use it again. So I'm going to run the application again in the same way. So Streamlit, run app.py. Okay, now here you can see I'm getting a form. Let me write the things here. Name is Pius, age, let's say my age, gender is male, fine. Let's say I'm vegetarian. Geographical location. Your fooding habit also depends on where you live. If you live in Patna, you will have the food related to Patna. If you're living in Pune, you will be having food that you can easily find in Pune. If you're living in Assam, Guwahati, you will be finding the food. So you need those type of things only. Let's say I live in Bengaluru. I specify the geographical location. Let's say you live in Italy, you will give Italian foods, right? Any existing health complaints? None. Fitness goal, I want to lose 5 kg weight in a month. Foods I like paneer mushroom. Foods I dislike bread. Approx 1800 calorie I want to get. I'll click on generate diet plan and I will get the diet plan generated. Okay, let me check if my API key is working, otherwise I'll refresh the API. Okay, API key is not working. Let me just replace the API key. How we'll get the API key? We'll get the API key from AI Studio, Google. Okay, AI Studio.google. API key. And nutrition agent. One key is there. Let me do one thing. Let me remove this project. Okay, I'm going to create a new project. I'm going to create a new project. The project name I'm going to give the same, nutrition agent. So what I used to do, I used to create one project in Google AI Studio, and in that project I used to grab one API key. Okay, now name the API key. Let's say I'm going to give it the name as nutrition agent. Create. Okay, and once it is created, this key, I'll copy this key and I'll go back here in .env file. I'll replace this key. I'll save it, and what I'll do, uh, I'll come here. I will first close this. Control C we used to stop the application, and whatever we do, we have to also save the things. Let's say I think I have saved. Yes, I have saved. I'm going to run the same command again. Let's put all the things again. Age, geographical location, yes. Generate diet plan. Okay, so let me just check the error. Some sort of error I'm getting. Quota. I think I have used my quota. Okay, no problem. Let me just go back. Let me delete others. I'll share the link. Just give me a minute. It should work now. Otherwise, we'll leave it. No problem. Okay, it is saying I have exceeded my current quota, so I need to, pay a few amount. Let me check if I am having some other project that I can show you. Just a second, guys. Okay, I think okay, it's not there. No problem. So we are also running with the time. Why I'm not getting it? I have overutilized my Google API key. That's why I'm getting like 429. You have exceeded your current quota. So I need to reset. So what exactly? I'll explain this particular application that you will run on your site and you can check. So here it can generate me a diet plan. Okay. Then what I have here, I have image based solution also, where I can simply upload the image and I will get the result. Okay, two things are there. Fine. All right. Can we take it from Kaggle or open source API? No, like here, what I'm using Google API key. Okay, I'm using Google API key. I have created an app that is going to work on Google API. But what I can do, I can also change it to Grok API, and it will work with Grok API key. Okay, but I'm running out of time, so I won't be able to show you. But these things are quite easy nowadays. We are having coding assistant, right? That will simply going to grab the current code, and uh, it is going to give you the output. Okay, guys. So we are done for the day. I hope you enjoyed learning with me today, like talking about generative AI, agentic AI. Second application I was not able to run, and I will be running, but we are running out of time. Limit is crossed. So
Hello,
no
sir.
problem. So just
Sir,
1 second, Isa. I'll give you time. Just 1 second. So in our courses, students what exactly used to do? They used to create their own applications. Whatever the application that I am showing you, these applications are created by the students only, not by me. Students have created. So these are the things we teach in generative AI and agentic AI, the projects that you can create and add in your resume. Yes, Isa, what you want to ask?
hello, sir. I actually had a doubt. So,
Yeah,
can I ask that?
sure, you can ask.
Yes, sir. So nowadays everyone is talking about agent AI, right? So
Yeah.
from a recruiters or companies' perspective, what kind of project would actually prove that a fresher understands agentic AI beyond just ChatGPT or any other model?
Mm. So agentic AI is nothing, like we can't say anything in relationship with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is just going to give you the thing that you're asking. You are going to create a domain-based application.
Okay.
Right now, I was showing you nutrition agent. So nutrition
Hmm.
agent based on healthcare. I
Hmm.
have given you one more idea. You are going to create a travel agent that is going to plan your travel, the whole itinerary, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So when we create a domain based something that is actually is the like if you are talking about what you can add in your resume,
Ah.
you are going to add those type of projects where you are solving a real time problem,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
Real time problem is what this is the real time problem. Everyone is looking for chat gpt to get the diet plan, or they go to nutritionist to get the diet plan. But we can have an agent that is having the expertise in finding out the diet, but we are not going to trust on it properly or fully 100%. But most of the thing that is going to say, it is going to be it could be considered.
Okay, sir. I had
Find
one more question,
uh,
sir. So, I am a fresher, sir, and I am learning Python and exploring generative AI side by side. So, when should I start learning agentic AI? Like, is it better to build a strong foundation first, or can I learn both together?
what you have completed till now, tell me.
So, I am a Bachelor of Data Science graduate, like a recent graduate.
Okay, so you have basic knowledge of Python,
Yes, sir. Yes.
you have basic
Everything.
knowledge of machine learning,
Yes, sir.
have basic knowledge of generative AI.
Ah, yes, sir. I have explored that.
Yeah, you have explored. So explore deep in generative AI. Keep the
Hmm.
machine learning aside now.
Mm-hmm.
Explore more on generative AI because in generative AI a lot of things are there. Um,
Hmm.
even generative AI will take, if you're going to give a proper time to generative AI, it will take a like around 1 month to understand what exactly generative AI, what are the things in generative AI. Once
Hmm.
the core concept of generative AI is clear, then you can start learning agentic AI. And if
Okay.
you're asking this thing, can I start learning agentic AI now? Yes, you can. You can
Hmm.
learn side by side, but when you understood LLM,
Hmm.
shifting to agentic AI will not take much time. If you have given 1 month on generative AI, in 10
Hmm.
days you can master agentic AI.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone else having such type of questions? I'm happy to help you out.
Yes,
And
I
guys, one more thing.
joined in
I
late.
have shared the one link in the group, that is a form. You will get a certificate after filling this form only. Yes, I think Dinesh, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, sir.
Dinesh,
I
tell me.
have been joined for an internship in Bleep Education
Okay.
on
Yeah.
AI, artificial intelligence.
Okay, you have already joined. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So there is any training for us?
Can you come again? Your voice is breaking a bit. Can you come again?
Uh, After this section, we will have any training sections.
So this is just a workshop. If you have already enrolled, you will be having training sessions.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
what exactly we used to do, we start from Hello World. Hello World, if
Yeah.
you have learned any programming language, you know what Hello World means. That is the very starting zero level.
Yes. Yes.
Start
Yes.
from ABCD. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Ayusman.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, I am from electronics and communication engineering background. I'm actually in second year engineering. So I want to
Yes.
ask that,
Okay.
in the field of genetic AI, or this kind of field,
Huh?
what is actually good for me? Like, what can
Now,
I do?
look, the thing is that how you want to use generative AI. Like, do you want to work as a generative AI engineer, or you want to use generative AI, agentic AI in your field? It depends on that. Okay.
I want I want to use it in my field. Like, how can I use it
Yes,
in my
you
field?
want to use in my field. So try to find out a problem. Look, I don't have expertise in EC, but what I know that EC people also works on IoT as well, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir. IoT, sir.
IoT.
IoT is actually,
Yes, IoT,
yes.
you work on IoT. Now you can combine few things like IoT with like agents. You can bring something where you can use generative AI or agentic AI, where agent is going to take decisions. Okay, in IoT application.
Sir, how can we get an certificate, sir, of this workshop?
Sorry, Dinesh,
How can we
I
get
didn't.
an certificate, sir? By WhatsApp or mail?
The team will let you know. You might have joined one WhatsApp group or community. You will
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
informed over there only. Yes.
Sir, actually, I
Okay,
have one
okay,
doubt.
sir.
When we are going for
Yes.
Agentic AI, then we are not getting any good courses for Agentic AI, like roadmap, so we can follow and learn. Actually, when
Yeah.
we are going for generative AI, in most of the cases, we need to learn machine learning from deeply. But in Agentic AI, I think it not need that much machine learning. It's need a basic. So how
Yes.
can we get that courses?
Courses you're saying. No, if you talk about Bleep,
Sir,
what.
courses or roadmap, both will be good.
Okay, roadmap. Sure. So the first thing, you will get roadmap in Bleep. The first thing is now. Second thing is the roadmap. If you want to do self learning, okay.
Yes,
If
sir.
you want to do self learning, a roadmap you have to create on your own. Okay, you have to
Mm.
understand what are the things is getting used in this particular field.
Okay,
What you have
like
to
you were
learn.
talking, sir, like you were talking about LangChain, but whenever we are searching for the LangChain, now the technology is somewhat changed. They are saying to jump into LangGraph, not only LangChain.
Yes, so LangGraph is fine, but the thing is that the framework starts from LangChain only, right?
Yes, yes.
First of all, you have to understand LangChain, then you
Mm,
can jump to LangGraph. So
mm,
framework will get shifted, but first of all, we have to learn the roots. The root of LangGraph is LangChain only. First of all, we have to learn those things.
yes, sir. Like
Yeah.
we can see previously just 1 month back, Google
Hmm.
launched a one APAC Agentic AI road
Okay.
some program. So we
Hmm.
need to participate and totally that framework will depend on Google. So on Google
Okay.
Cloud we need to took the kits and all,
Yes.
so we can
Yes.
do.
Yes.
So like
Yeah.
that, so whenever we are trying to get that roadmap, so it is not easy nowadays because it's a new technology or some how we can.
Okay, so like whatever is come, look, the thing is that first of all, let's forget about the roadmap. Let's talk about the basic.
Okay, sir.
When you have a very good hold or so like grip on the basic, you don't need a roadmap then. Okay,
Yes,
you know the
yes,
base. Let's suppose you're like creating a building. You created the base. Now you know what I need to improve more, in
yes,
which direction I have to go. Yes, we need a roadmap. Like
yes,
there is no any alternative for a roadmap. We need a roadmap.
yes,
Need a roadmap. But roadmap we can create on our own also. First of all, we have to understand what are the basic things is required. What
yes,
happened? I'll tell you. People. I'm just simply taking example of machine learning. People don't learn about math and stats. They directly jump into machine learning, and after that they will get confused which model where I'm going to use.
yes,
They
yes,
don't know the things behind it. They don't know the basics. So here also we have to understand the basics first of all. Then
yes,
you
sir.
can create your own roadmap. And we also take the students to the roadmap in belief also. uh,
Yes,
each and everything will start from basic, intermediate, and you will don't come to know when you started from basic and when you started doing the advanced things.
yes, sir.
So you will be building all the things on your own once you are good with basics. And
Actually,
in interview, and I'll tell
yes,
you
sir.
one more thing. You can add Moin. Okay, tell me what you're saying.
Sir, actually, whenever we are going for generative AI
Yeah.
and agentic AI, then generative AI up to LLM and how to use APIs and enough, it is going to be enough for generative AI. I think
No,
whatever I know.
no.
But when we are
Generative
for
AI is
agentic
not
AI,
only
uh,
using API key and implement it. Everyone can do.
yes, sir.
But how
But
you
for
can create a generative AI solution for a particular business use case,
yes, yes, sir.
that matters.
Actually, whenever we are going for agentic AI, then we need to learn the tools, some tools to handle it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is taking time.
That will
Yes,
take time. If
that's
you are
why we need
spending
that.
time, it's fine. So for every problem, we have different tools in Agentic AI. And that many tools are there, you won't be able to learn all the tools. That is true story. I don't know about all the tools, what are the tools are there. Whenever there is a requirement, I will search, okay, this tool is there, let's try to implement it, I'll do the experiment. In my organization also, like whatever the solution that I have given to them, so not all the things I knew it before. As a AI engineer or as a consultant, I don't know about that particular tool that I used yesterday in my application, and that is also deployed. It is in the production. So you can't assume that you will grasp the entire book in yourself. No, but whatever the basic things are, you should know. And we have to find out the problem, like how we learn doing the projects. And for project we need to get some ideas from the problems that we are having around us. Find the problem, think how you can solve it using agentic AI, generative AI, machine learning. Then you will learn that particular technology in better way.
Okay, yes, sir. I got a clarity. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, sir.
Yes. All right. Okay, everyone has filled the attendance form. Has everyone filled the attendance form? Yes or no? You can give me a thumbs up in the chat or directly there is a react button. All right, perfect. So attendance form I have given again in the chat. So this form, after filling this form only, you will get the certificate. Okay. All right, guys. Anyone having any more doubt? I'll take one more doubt now. Anyone? Feel free. Don't hesitate. Okay. It will help
Sir,
others also.
sir, sir, when we will be receiving the certificates, like,
Certificates you will be getting after 24 hours. It will take time to generate, na? So there are like around 150 students joined today. So it will take time. So in 24 hours you will get, like after 24 hours, sorry, you will get notified in your particular group or workshop group you might have joined or community. You will get notified. Sir, how should I start cybersecurity? Look, I am not the right person to talk about cybersecurity, but again, the roadmap for all the things are going to be basics only. Better, I will ask you to find someone who is good in cybersecurity. Connect with someone on LinkedIn. Okay, connect with someone on LinkedIn who is working in that domain and ask them. They can give you a better roadmap. Those who are working in that particular industry. I have very less knowledge about cybersecurity. I know how to implement it as NTKI. So one if you are going to talk about I have created one cybersecurity based project for my team. What it is, my team members are getting a lot of spam emails or the email that is not spam, like phishing emails. Working professionals get a lot of phishing emails. Phishing email means what? The link that is going to have a link, and if you're going to click on the link, that will simply spread a virus, or it will try to hack your system and all. So I created one agent. Okay, I created one agent. That agent is going to simply get the access of their inbox, the Gmail or Outlook they are using, and whenever a phishing email it is going to detect, it is going to simply delete it. It will not ask you should I delete it or not. It will delete it. You won't be able to see that phishing email. So this type of things we have created, but I use some paid services over there. All right.
Sir,
So yes,
um,
yes,
will
Ayushman.
you
Your voice is
hello,
breaking,
sir,
Ayushman.
will you host any webinar related to IoT?
IoT, no. I
Hello, am I
will
audible, sir?
be. You're audible. I'll tell you again.
Hello.
Yes, you're audible, Ayushman. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Yes. So what I'm going to tell you, like IoT. So I'm only the concerned person for data science, data analytics, and AIML in Blade. So you have a separate tenor for cybersecurity. Uh, I'm not confirm about IoT, but you can ask the team. They will guide you better on that. So we have trainers for cybersecurity, for full stack development, and all, where we teach all the things from very basic, like from zero level. But as of now, I don't have any idea about IoT. But you can connect with the team, and they will
Uh,
guide you better.
Sorry, Piyush, to interrupt you in between.
Yeah.
Students, yeah, we do have all the mentorship like full stack, cybersecurity, IoT, and all. And for this, like for example, our full stack mentor are currently working in Microsoft, right? Our cybersecurity mentor is currently working in Cisco. Likewise, we have very working professionals who are working in very good MNCs, and few of them are also from IT Hyderabad. So what you can do, you can in the form itself there is an interest button where you can select your preferable mentorship where you wanted to upskill yourself, right? I will request you, if you're interested to upskill, you can show the request key, this is the domain you want to upskill yourself, and after that our education counselors will be take it ahead.
Okay. So it's quite very simple. Connect with the team. Okay, they will guide you better. Okay, whatever you want to learn, just tell them, and you will get a better guidance. Okay,
And
fine. Yes, AI is everywhere, or someone joined with AI is everywhere. Like, you want to ask some person?
yes,
No.
sir. Hello, sir.
Yes. What's your name, sir?
Sir, my name is Saudir, and
Yes. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Tell me.
and my question is that what is the real use of Olema? What we use in daily life use cases? Any about more about
Okay,
Olema? I want to know.
okay. Let's say I'll tell you a very simple thing. Olama, you asked, right?
Yes, yes,
Olama you
yes,
have
Ulama.
discussed, right?
Yes.
So let's say my business requirement can be fulfilled with the open source model, uh, and I have the infrastructure that I can download a heavyweight model or lightweight model, and I can do my work. Okay, so Olama basically it can be used in Docker, like in Docker, like in containerization. You can download that
CI/CD.
LLM over there, and you can use it for your business use case. Okay, so Olama basically is getting used to give you the access for open source model that is already created, and you don't require any what we can say the real time data and all. Just you want the LLM to work for you. In that case, you will be using Olama. Okay, let's say I will give you a simple example. I need to train a particular LLM to give questions based on a PDF. Let's say my company's HR policy document. I don't need very high-end model. I will simply download what I have done for my organization. I have just given them one a RAG-based solution where they can interact with a particular bot, and that bot is trained on policy document, HR policy document. So they will be getting all the things. They will ask a question, and that bot will go, and that particular LLM will go, and it is going to retrieve the details from that particular PDF, and it is going to give you the exact answer. So in this particular cases, like my problem statement was very small. I don't need any paid model for that. And my if you are going to talk about how many, like the company that I'm working for, there are around 5 to 600 employees are there, and not everyone is going to interact with that particular bot every day. So I know my traffic will be small, but I need it to work. So I will be using Olama. I will download one app, open source model, let's say medium weight model, and I will simply deploy it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. So already it's 9 o'clock then. So let's wrap up the session for the day.
One
And
more doubt.
I'm just giving my LinkedIn to you. You can, if you want, you can connect with me. All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining today.
Yeah, and likewise, Piyush are already, been mentored in our platform. If you wanted to learn in depth, you can share your request by the form itself. There is an option, all the domains are available. You can tick here, and our education counselors and Piyush sir will be meet you in the class. Thank you, sir, for joining again for this
Yes.
wonderful session.
Thank you.
I hope
Thank you,
student
sir.
had a wonderful learning.
Okay. One student want the attendance form again. Just a second. I'm sharing it. All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. It was nice interacting with you guys. And I hope we'll meet soon in the next workshop and in the course that you're going to enroll. Till then, bye bye. Good night. Thank you for attending the session today.
Thank you, sir.